Hey, John, how you doing, man?
I am doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well. So we have another match today.
All right.
These matches they're fun, man. I hope you guys are also enjoying them. If you are, please make sure you like these videos, subscribe to the channel, and share with your friends because these matches are, oh my God, they're exciting. So today we have Mike Plunkett and Alan Barnhart. FTR. I don't need to tell you they're good shooters because they're at the V2 finale. That you already know. But
That tells you what you need to know.
exactly, but they're pretty good.
Yeah.
We're shooting 1,000 yards. The 5 ring is 1 MOA, which is 10 inches. And the half MOA, the V ring is half MOA, which is 5 inches at 1,000 yards. So keep that in mind as these guys are shooting.
Tiny little target.
Exactly.
Yeah.
John, what do you think?
I don't know. Like these are, it's funny because we do these videos and I honestly forget, like I'm busy running the match. I don't really watch any of these. So like every time we do these, it's brand new for me. I love watching the conditions. And I think with the videos, one of the things I love the most is like when I'm at nationals or big matches, people always come up to me and they're like, man, that video I watched, I learned this, or I got a little tidbit out of here, or I would never think to watch that when I'm shooting. And I think the fact that people are just watching and watching and rewatching these V squared videos, because we're the only people that really have that kind of content where you're seeing conditions, the shooters, the reality of what's happening all in real time here. And I know people are really getting value out of it. And I just love that people are watching them to learn, not just for the entertainment value.
Absolutely, and I'm glad you brought that up because I've seen some comments of people say, "Oh, I love how these guys pretend like they don't know what happened." We don't know what happened. Oftentimes, you'll probably see me. I mean, I know you were running the match, so you were not watching, but they'll see me in the background sometimes walking around like I was.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, and we purposely don't watch the matches ahead of time.
Yeah.
So that you and I are watching them for the first time. So anyway,
I mean,
the
it
reactions
really is fresh for us.
the reactions are real. Trust me. Anyway, sponsors. We could not do this without our sponsors. Vitavori is our lead sponsor. They've been with us since day one. Huge support from them. We sincerely appreciate everything they have done for us and the shooting community. They have amazing powders. If you've never tried a Vitavori powder, give it a try. They are the ticket. Precision Pay. Precision Pay is a Second Amendment friendly payment processor. If you go to my website, you will see the option to use Precision Pay. They
so many more sites are using them too.
Exactly. So great company, great guys. I personally know the CEO. He's a great guy. Also, Board and Accuracy. I run Board and Action, so do you, John, and so do many others. You can't find a podium in F-Class without Board and Action. So they, Jim Borden, he does amazing work. His actions are as good as it gets.
They're amazing.
Brooks Barrows. As a matter of fact, at Nationals, you went and visited Brooks Barrows, didn't you, John?
So that was the first time I'd ever actually been there. It was like, it's so amazing to see how these things are cut and rifled and the hand lapping. And I mean, it's incredible what they do. It really is.
Absolutely. They make great stuff. And obviously also Sep Rest. Sep Rest, they are the rest. If you're going to get into F-Class and you're looking to get the top-notch equipment, buy a Sep Rest. You will see a lot of them. In F-Open especially, just about everybody shoots Sep Rest. But also in TR, you will see some of the joy pods being used. So anyway, all right, John. Well, I can't wait. So if you're ready, man, I like to get going on this match because it's a good one. All right, we're off to the races. Got a 5.
That's a good start.
That's a one. Exactly, that's a 1 MOA target at 1,000 yards. That's a darn good shot.
And they got a decent headwind coming at them. And that, everybody knows because we say it all the time, but headwinds, tailwinds are the trickiest conditions to shoot in. Look at that right flag just fall.
Yeah. Yep. So he went into the wind. He went.
Yeah.
All right. So they get 2-siders convertible. What that means is, for example, that 4, he doesn't have to take it. It's just a sider. But like Mike shot a 5, and if he had hit another 5 here, he could have converted both of his siders, and then he would have only 13 shots to go. Obviously, because you can only convert the last one or both, he's not going to convert his siders.
Yeah, especially in these conditions. Now we've seen some V-squareds where it's really windy and people would take the 4s on occasion.
No,
but definitely not these conditions.
I've never
really
seen it. No,
I did.
Why would you? You can shoot it. You can shoot a 4 any day. You know.
There's been a couple.
Well, they shouldn't have. If they did.
All right, let's see if he can get this. It looked like that last one was low. We'll see what if that was condition or gun or what here. Yeah, still just a little bit low.
That's the first shot for record. So
yeah,
that's
he'll
a
take
5.
it. Oh, he just clicked up one.
He has no choice.
Yeah.
This is his first one for record, regardless of whether he won it or not, because his 2-siders are up.
Oh yeah, no. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, so they use those siders. Look at Allen's clicking one up. He put a click up. He's slightly low. He's already got 3 shots on target. He's already got a pretty good picture of what his rifle's doing. And as you can see, he's clicking. He's trying to get centered up.
Yeah. And I mean, that brings up something that we probably don't talk about enough, which is, really centering up your shot. Whoa.
Yeah, you got to center your groups. But yeah, Mike, in the meantime, you see him trying to click on the scope. He kind of looked at it. All right, just going to go. Yep, just going to turn the tuner. Now, both of these guys are using tuners. And tuners are used by the majority of F-class shooters because you don't have to adjust the tuner, but you get to adjust it if you need to, as you just saw Mike do.
And there's a weird, for anybody watching right now, there's a weird optical illusion with the right side shooter's gun. If you look, it looks like he's shooting a much bigger caliber, but that's just an optical illusion there.
Well, that's just the tuner.
Yeah. It just makes it look like he's shooting something much bigger than the other one.
Yeah, that's the bore on the tuner. The tuner is overhanging the crown.
Yeah.
Now, both of these guys are shooting 308 Winchester off a bipod and a rear bag. Wow, Allen is really dialed in.
Wow.
Keep in mind, he had 2 4s. Well, he had a 5 and a 4 for siders. Wait, is this thing backwards, John?
Yep, I just realized. I'm looking and I'm like, no, Mike doesn't have.
Yeah, they started backwards. So when you start to shoot, the system has to be set up so it looks like their names are backwards.
Yeah. Yeah, because really Allen's on the top.
Right. So Allen's on top, Mike's on the bottom.
Yeah.
They haven't noticed it. At some point, maybe they will. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So you see the timer there. They have 45 seconds from the time they acknowledge the shot to the time they have to shoot again. So
and both of them are still on the lower side of the X and V ring here. Allen's last couple shots have been low.
Ooh.
It looks like Mike's getting more centered up, but I wouldn't be surprised if this next one goes low to see Allen come up another click.
Yeah. Yep. There
we go. See, there it is.
Yeah. You have to keep track of all that. Mentally, you have to keep track of your group in relation to center. You have to keep track of the wind flags. You keep track of the mirage, and you have to keep track of your opponent's shots, because that's all data that you can use, right? So there's a lot going on.
Oh
wow, Mike's really struggling here.
Yeah, he was outside on the last one, and I mean,
we talked about getting centered up. He's just slightly off. He's making the correct call.
Yeah,
but his group is not centered, if that makes sense.
Oh,
well, maybe there goes Alan. See those flags?
But again,
look at the flags on the left. They're pointing left. The ones on the right are pointing right.
Yeah, and that's where these headwinds just get treacherous, because I mean it's all trig, and it doesn't take much for those changes to push left or right. You can go point of aim real quick on some of these shots.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mike's just shaking his head because he's trying to get centered up. He's been trying.
Yeah,
and he just keeps putting them in the same place.
Yeah. This goes back to something, you told me a long time ago, which is, if it's not working, find another thing to read. Like whatever he's looking at clearly isn't giving him the right indication.
Correct.
He needs to find another indicator to try.
Or he just needs to get mad enough and say, you know what, I'm going to put a 9 on the other side. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just get bold. And sometimes when you try to do that, you find center. Because he's been trying to hit center.
All right. I bet you this one gets somewhere in the middle.
Yep. Good job.
I think he took your approach, which was, I'm just going to make a big move and see where it lands. And it paid off for him.
Well, it's hard to know because look at the second flag. Now I flipped the other way.
Yeah.
Maybe the conditions just went back to something he knew. It's hard to know for sure.
Look at those second row flags now. They're moving, but nothing in the front's moving.
Yeah. You were talking about the headwinds being the toughest. The reason for that is if the wind is coming from... So head-on wind has 0 cross value. So it's not going to push your bullet sideways. A 90-degree wind from 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock is going to be full value. So if you have a 10-mile-an-hour wind, it's going to be 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Well, 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock is half value. Okay? 30 degrees is half value. The sign of the angle. So 30 degrees is going to be half value. Okay. Yeah. So that means if it goes from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, that's a 10-mile-an-hour change, right? Half one way, half the other. That's a full 10-mile-an-hour change from 11 to 1. And that is very hard. See, there I go in the back. I was walking in the back. But anyway, so that's a full value win from 11 to 1.
Yeah.
And my goodness, that's why headwinds are so, especially here when the flags are going left and then they're going right, because the flags have inertia. So the wind will switch faster than the flag can switch.
Yeah. And you'll see people where they might be holding 2 or 3 left for a hold. And then without any real indication, they'll suddenly go where their point of aim was and shoot a left 4 or 3.
Yeah.
Just because of that little bit of wind change.
Yeah. So now another thing to note is at 308 at 1,000 yards, it only takes about 0.6 or 0.7 miles an hour to blow you out of the 10 ring or the 5 ring. So these guys have to read the wind within half a mile an hour to stay in the center, which is incredibly tough. All right, Alan gets the first one.
There we go.
Al Barnhart. Man, he shot great. He only dropped 1 point.
Yeah, that was good shooting for sure.
Yeah, you can see they swapped the names.
It really is hard to explain to people who don't shoot in this kind of stuff. Like people look at this conditions and they go, "This looks so easy. The flags are just kind of laying around," and people think they just, "Oh, we're just going to hold center." But man, until you shoot in stuff like this, you really don't realize how treacherous it can be.
Yeah, it's tough.
All right, Alan
All
gets
right.
to start.
All right.
Or Mike's up. Alan?
No, Alan goes first. He won.
Yeah, it should be Alan. Yeah, I thought I saw Mike getting ready to shoot. I thought something was wrong.
Yeah. Now, these matches are the best 2 out of 3. So if Alan wins this one, it's over. If Mike wins it, then they have to go to a third match. And there's no ties. If they're still tied at the end of the stage, they have to keep shooting until somebody has a lower score. Ooh, caught it.
Caught it. You caught it. The other thing for people to recognize is that left side American flag is going to fly differently than all the other flags. Those other flags are 12 feet long, and people don't realize how big those flags are. But those red and yellow flags are 12 feet long. They're heavier. They're just going to fly differently than that American flag.
Let's point something out here. These guys were within half an inch of each other.
Yeah.
Alan got a 5. Mike got a 4.
Yeah.
There's luck involved. Let's not discount that.
Yeah.
So hopefully Mike's luck will turn around because he's been losing the liners where Al's been getting them. All right. All right, so he gets to convert both of those siders.
Yeah. Yeah, he just clicked up one too. All right.
God, look at that second flag on the left. It's going left.
Yeah.
And look at the flags on the right are going right. So that indicates almost a straight on headwind just because of they're sitting right in the middle of the range. So if you see flags going left and right, it's just the point of view. That means the wind's coming straight down the middle.
Yeah, that would be equal but opposite.
There you go. That explained it well.
All right, come on, Mike.
Oh my goodness. See what I mean? See what I mean? He's losing all the liners.
Yeah.
He's shooting great. It's just the luck is not on his side. My goodness.
Yeah. And we see that time and time again.
What would you prefer, John? To just lose it big or to just keep losing liners?
Oh God, I hate losing liners. I'd rather just really lose it.
I believe when you lose it big, you it's easier for you to make a correction.
Correct.
Because I mean, he lost it by half MOA,
Yeah.
He's not far, but anyway, yeah, those are frustrating for sure. Those liners.
And look at Alan though. I mean, Alan's just pounding it now.
Oh, he's on. And see, that's the thing, which oftentimes is what decides these matches. See, Mike has about as small of a group as Alan does on target. He just been kind of hanging over to the right side,
Yeah.
Oftentimes
I haven't
the best.
seen Mike make a change.
Oftentimes the best thing to do. He's about half MOA off on his win calls. Oftentimes it's easier just to dial the scope, half MOA left, and then keep making the exact same win calls you've been making, and that'll just drop them in the middle. Oftentimes we have the mental block of moving simply because the flags don't support what's showing up on target.
Yeah. And he's not making a scope
See what
change.
See what I mean? If he had just said, okay, enough of this, grab the scope, put half MOA left, and and done everything exactly like he's been doing, he'd be centered up.
And to your point, his last 3 shots are in a half-minute group. I mean,
Oh yeah, he's shooting great. He's just
yeah,
hanging over to the right.
yep. And he hasn't touched his scope in either direction in the last 3 shots.
In the meantime, Allen is just
Oh.
walking away with it. My goodness. Come on, Mike.
Come on, center it up.
There it is.
There, now he clicked down one.
Well, he finally put one on the other side of the other side. Now I think this is going to give him peace of mind as to how much to move. Now he knows where he needs to be, you know?
Yeah.
But it's frustrating for sure. I bet you he's frustrated because he just kept losing. He just losing all those liners. Now he lost 3. It only cost him 1, but you know, he didn't get to convert his siders. He's way behind on the V count.
Yeah.
And Allen just seems to be dialed in. And when you're shooting these matches where they're head to head, and especially when he's already a match or a match down, or he's 1-0, he does not want to be in this situation.
Especially on a 10-round match, right? Like Allen's 6 shots into 10 rounds. Like I mean, we talk about this a lot, but Mike's down really 2 points. He's down the 4 and he's down the Vs.
Yeah.
So even if Allen throws a 4, he's still got the Vs. It's, I mean, that's a tough position to be in.
Absolutely.
You know, but we say this all the time. I mean, they're competitors. They stay in it. Their heads in the game. Oh, man.
Wow. Now what is Allen going to do?
Allen's going to punch a V.
Well, you know, it's tough, right?
Yeah.
He's like, well, he just blew a 4 out there. Does he safe side it, go the other way? What does he do? Now he's experienced, so I said he's experienced, so I'm sure he's not going to get caught because he knows he's been around the block. You know, he knows what to do. But it often happens where they will chase the opponent's shot and then they'll lose one the other way.
Yeah. And I think we see that in different, like Allen obviously knows whatever condition he's watching, whatever indicators he has, he knows it's been working. So it's a little easier to dismiss what Mike had. In situations that we see sometimes where both shooters are a little bit all over the board, I think we see a little more chasing going on, and it's a little easier to say, well, okay, I'm gonna hedge a little based on the last guy's shot. But Allen clearly knows what he's watching, and
and he's trusting it.
Yeah,
Mike, this is frustrating because his gun is shooting great, you know. But this is Bayou Rifle Club, and the winds are really switchy. They're not strong winds, but they're real switchy.
Yeah, and it's some of the hardest Mirage to read too.
And as you can see here, if you can get on it and you can see it, and if you can trust it, you can do like Allen is doing here, and then just absolutely stay on top of it and do really well. But if you get slightly behind, which is what's happening to Mike here, you're always going to be one step behind, and you're going to go right, and then you're going to go left, and it seems like you're never going to. It seems like you're missing big wins, but you're not. It's minute changes, but that's all it takes, especially with a 308.
Yeah. And I think it's also important for people to remember this happens to everybody.
Absolutely.
I don't care how good of a shooter you are. I don't care if you're a national champion. Like sometimes you just get lost. It happens.
Well, this is Mike Plunkett. I mean, it's happening to him. This guy knows what to do. He's a great shooter, and it's happening to him. Now, let's not forget that is a 1 MOA target at 1,000 yards. And that oftentimes it makes it look like, oh, he's really missing. He's shooting amazingly well, except Allen is just on another level right now. I mean, he's clean. I mean, he's shot 19 shots thus far, and he's only down 1 point because he only lost 1 on the last stage. Yeah. So he's shooting incredibly well.
Well, and to what you said earlier, it looks huge on target, but Mike's only missing his calls by about a mile an hour, maybe a mile and a half sometimes.
Exactly.
Like it's it's such a minuscule difference between how the two are reading, but it
Yeah.
looks so much worse on target.
Yeah. And that's the problem. The target's so small that it looks like it's a big miss, even though it's not.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Allen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's 7 Vs. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great score. Allen's going to be happy for that.
Yeah. And complete professionalism from Mike too. Like Mike recognizes that Allen sees it. Great shooting, Allen. Like, he's not getting mad. He's not throwing his gun. Like, this is just what happens. Sometimes you just get beat at these matches.
Mike's been around the block. He knows that you can't win them all. And he obviously respects what Allen just did, because Allen just shot a 50 with 7 Vs at 1,000 yards. That is an incredible score, even with an F open gun. And he did it with an FTR rifle, 308 off a bipod.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's some incredible shooting right there.
Wow. 70% V count for Allen. 70%.
Yeah. That score could have beat a lot of F open rifles. See,
There we go,
I have
Mike.
to reiterate, man. Mike did not shoot bad. It's just Allen shot so incredibly well that, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But you know what? Mike keeps shooting. That shows to me right there experience. He's like, okay, I already lost this one. I'm going to start working on the next one. He's going to put some rounds down range, see if he can get acquainted with the wind. And there's something catching him there.
Yeah.
What a match, John.
That was. It's like we see these and I think more than anything, I would love for someone to walk away from watching this match and say, that's how you handle a match from a professional standpoint. Mike obviously was struggling. He clearly didn't have a great, 2 rounds there, but he handled it like a professional. He kept trying. He was clearly learning. He's still not out of it. He has a chance in the lower bracket. And, Allen was seeing it, but we see this flip flop all the time where Allen might go into the next match and he goes, oh, I was watching that flag and it was 100% for me. And now he's on the low end trying to really, it's not working for him.
Well, also, he's going now to go face somebody who's also undefeated that found something on the range, and now they have to face each other, right?
Yeah.
And now it becomes harder to beat each other because they both kind of found good indicators. And then, obviously one of them is going to lose. And then that person goes to go face somebody who's 2-0 that, you know what I'm saying? And it just keeps getting tougher and tougher. And the rifles keep getting dirtier and dirtier. The day keeps getting hotter. The winds keep changing. Yeah. It's just so much fun.
Yeah. And you said it before, but you can't discount what the TR shooters are doing with 308 in some of these conditions. I mean, they've got tighter parameters to call within, and they just make it look easy. And I mean, it's just crazy to watch.
I mean, Allen only dropped 1 shot out of 20. That would have been a 199, except he did it pair fire and with about a 10-minute break in between. That's incredible. That's incredible. That's
double-digit X count or V
exactly.
Count. Yeah,
exactly. It's incredible. He shot incredibly well, and anyway, he deserved the win. Mike goes to the lower bracket. Mike is a great shooter. He's got a great gun. If he finds that indicator, he's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Anyway, John, thank you very much.
Always a pleasure.
Guys, again, like, subscribe, make a comment. Let us know what you guys think. And my goodness.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
All righty.